Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Sibongile. This is We Don't Retire, We Ascend. I know it's been a while. And I just wanted to come on today because a little while ago I did a video asking if you are satisfied with your physician, with your doctor, right? I have a bone to pick with the medical establishment, with how in the healthcare establishment, with how they treat African American women, or how we are sometimes treated. I won't say how we are treated, because I know some people love their doctors. Perhaps some of us aren't exactly sure what we are looking for in a doctor. I know there are all kinds of situations. But my video that I did, and I'll put it up here, I think, or either up here. I can't remember which side it's going to pop up on. But it was called, Are You Happy with Your Doctor? Are you? So I've been doctor shopping. I've been doctor shopping for a while. And today I visited another doctor. Actually, I visited her, it's been about a couple of months ago, and so today I had a physical. And I'm not sure exactly what physicals always consist of, right? This physical consisted of, they took blood, they took urine, they did an EKG, they did my blood pressure, of course, which is a point of contention for me. They did a blood pressure, they checked your vitals, or what do you call it, like when they hit your knee with the little rubber thing to check your reflexes. And I think that was it. Asked you a few questions about, are you taking this, are you taking that, do you want a flu shot? I was surprised I didn't get asked about a COVID shot, but I didn't. And so I'm leaving now, right? I don't want to say exactly where the doctor is. I'm in Georgia. I'm in the Cobb County area. And so this is maybe the third doctor that I've had in the last 4 years, maybe since COVID. I'm going to drive because I'm done now with the doctor. I'm just going to drive and talk very briefly about my experience and what I was expecting at the doctor, right? One of the questions that I raised, and by the way, if you're new here, I'm Sibongile. My channel is We Don't Retire, We Ascend, because to retire means to retreat or to pull back, and we have no intentions of doing that in retirement. We will soar. It doesn't matter what your retirement age is. Mine just happens to be 62. A couple of weeks ago, I spent 2 weeks in the beautiful country of Trinidad and Tobago, which we go often. We go about once a year maybe these days. But I spent 8 days in Tobago, beginning with my birthday, and it was fabulous. I hated coming back for maybe obvious reasons, maybe not so obvious, I don't know. I'm not here to talk about that right now. It took me about a week to recover from the election, and I'm not going to talk about that right now. But I'm back in the swing of things, and I've had my physical for the year. And so I'm going to ride now because I think, so hopefully I don't seem too distracted. I think I'm going to head out to Whole Foods to get me a little something to eat, grab something to take to the house, and let's just chat a little bit about our doctors, right? So I started doctor shopping because I've had I don't even want to say I've had issues with high blood pressure, right? I've been on blood pressure medicine for a while. That's my only thing, right? I don't feel like I need to take medicine for my blood pressure. The doctors seem to think that I do. Yes, my blood pressure has been relatively high. I say relatively because it used to be they want your blood pressure to be no more than 120/80. Now, if it's 130/86, they make a big deal about it. And so today mine was about 130 over something other. I don't know. But granted, I had to drive in Atlanta traffic to get here, so that might tend to drive your blood pressure up, right? Even though I didn't have any issues. Traffic was a little heavy, but you really shouldn't have ran my blood pressure up, but be that as it may. And so yeah, it was probably a little higher than what it is when I'm normally sitting at home, sitting on the couch and taking my blood pressure there. And so I have an issue with doctors telling us that because we're black, our blood pressure will be high, right? And yes, there's a history of high blood pressure in my family, but I just choose not to believe because somebody had it in your family, you gonna have it too. I just don't believe that, right? And I believe there are things that you can do and steps that you can take to keep yours lower. It may not be perfect, but our blood pressure is not gonna be a perfect 120/80 every single day, every single moment of our life. It just isn't, right? Life just doesn't work like that. And I'm already upset when I get to the doctor because I know I know they're gonna try to sell you that bill of goods, right? I try to watch what I eat. I try to exercise a little bit. I'm not an athlete by any stretch of the imagination. I do a little yoga. I do some stretching. I don't eat red meat. Most of the time I don't eat fried foods, and that didn't apply when I was in Trinidad and Tobago a couple of weeks ago. I just want y'all to know it didn't apply, right? 2 weeks ago when I was in Trinidad and Tobago, I ate whatever the heck I wanted, and most of that was fried. Most of that was deep fried. So already when I get to the doctor, I'm already upset because I already know they're going to sell me this bill of goods, right? And this doctor was no different when I first saw her. She was recommended to me by someone. And so I took a chance, and she's very nice. Don't get me wrong, these doctors are all very nice, right? Some people ask, so if you have why don't you use a black woman doctor or a black female doctor? If you get an African American female doctor, things will be different. Well, I beg to differ because the black female doctors go to the same schools as the white female doctors, or the white male doctors, or the black male doctors. They're all learning the same things, right? They're all learning the same things. So if I seem a little distracted, it's because I'm about to get on the highway. But just hear me out. And again, I'm sorry. If you're new here, I'm getting distracted. If you're new here, I'm Sibongile. This is We Don't Retire, We Ascend. Please hit like and hit share. Let me know what you think. If you are a black woman in retirement, a black woman in retirement age, a black woman age 60 or older, and you have questions and concerns about going to your doctor, comment below and let me know. Am I the only one? Am I just being picky? Am I being picky? Is it just me? I don't think so, right? I just feel like doctors are trained to serve certain demographics in certain ways, right? Doesn't matter whether you're black, white, or whatever, or it doesn't matter if the doctor is black, white, or whatever, but I really feel like they are trained to serve certain demographics in certain ways, right? And I don't think the black doctors, female doctors have that intention, right? I think their intentions are good, but because they are the doctor, of course, they feel they know best, right? It's like they don't trust you to know your own health, to know your own body. They feel challenged when some of them do. I'm not saying all. I'm not even saying that the young lady that I saw today, I don't think that she is that way either. But I think they are trained to sell you the bill of goods, and they don't even realize, right? Unless they've been trained in some type of natural health, practices. Most of them kind of kick natural health practices to the side, right? They always want to recommend all of the stuff that they say you're supposed to. This was the second time that she recommended I take vitamin D. I just came back from Trinidad and Tobago. I promise you, I just had all the vitamin D that my body could probably stand, right? I mean, because it was sunny every day. It was sunny every day. And that doesn't mean anything, I know, but I think they're just trained to tell you, oh, you got to take vitamin D. Black people need to take vitamin D. Black people are going to have high blood pressure. And that's what she told me the first time that I went. Black people have a high propensity for high blood pressure. No, they don't. Not all of them. And if they do, it's because of their life and their lifestyle. Perhaps, whatever's going on in their life at the time. And actually, when I started taking blood pressure medicine, I was having some issues on my job, right? I was having some serious issues on my job and with the supervisor that, we didn't always see eye to eye. So, I mean, if your blood pressure is high, sometimes it's high because it just happens. It just happens. But they just want you to believe that, oh, it's all black people. All of y'all got blood. Did you know that? All of y'all got high blood pressure. All of y'all need vitamin D. All of you. Right? And it's like they work in terms of absolutes, and it's very frustrating for me, right? Because I don't know, it's particularly this corporate medicine thing. I guess I'm just ranting today. I went to the doctor today, and it was actually it was okay. Now, the last time that I went to her, she asked me to bring my blood pressure monitor. Oh, you take your own blood pressure? Great. Bring your monitor. I want to see your monitor and see what the difference is between your monitor and our monitor and whatnot. So I did that, right? I brought my monitor today. And as a matter of fact, because I wasn't satisfied with the reading that the nurse gave me, right? After the nurse left out of the room, right? The examination room. I took my own blood pressure with my blood pressure monitor, right? But here's the thing. And yes, it was still about the same. It was still about the same, right? A little higher actually when I used mine. But we took the blood pressures, we took the readings very differently. She used one of those traditional pump it up cuffs, right? She didn't have my arm elevated. I've been told that your arm should be elevated to the level of where your heart is. The cuff was loosely wrapped. It was loose, right? And then of course she pumped it. And I always say that it's at the discretion of who's ever taking the reading, because I mean, she may hear something different in those pump versions or those pump models of a monitor that the last nurse didn't hear. So, I mean, she may cut it off at a certain point where the last lady didn't. You understand what I'm saying? So she may, I've never been able to use one of those types of monitors or blood pressure apparatuses. I don't know what you call them. Because I can't hear what they hear, whatever it is they hear that tells them, okay, this is where you do the systolic and this is where you do the whatever they call it. All right. So it's easier for me to use an electronic monitor. And I mean, usually when I take mine, I'm sitting at home, of course. I elevate my arm the way they say. I uncross my legs. I don't talk. And my blood pressure at home, when I take it, is always low. It's always low, right? It's only when I get to the doctor that my blood pressure is high. But I tried to be obedient. My spirit said, Sibongile, be obedient. I took the medication that's prescribed for me. I took it properly. And I got to the doctor. I brought my monitor that she asked me to bring. And she never even looked at it. She never even asked me, okay, so what kind of monitor do you have? Let me see how you use your monitor. She never even looked at it. I had it sitting there in the bag, and I said, oh, I brought my monitor. She said, oh, good. She never looked at the monitor. She didn't even look in the bag. She didn't look. Right? So what was that for? I venture to say that it's because doctors don't trust that we do the things that we tell them we do. They don't trust us with our own health. And she just wanted to see if I was lying. Do I really have a blood pressure monitor? And would I bring it in the event? Had I not brought it and set it there, she never would have even asked about it, right? So, I mean, the doctor was nice. They did all of the things that they normally do. She did all of the things that you normally do. But I'm just of the belief that African American female doctors, they learn the same things that all the other doctors learn, right? So why should they be any different, right? And that's not to say that there are not some who are not different, right? I'm sure that there are some who do what they're supposed to do, go above and beyond. They don't try to get you in and out in 15 minutes or less, right? And so I don't know. I'm considering doing one of those boutique practices, right? They cost a little more, but from what I understand, they take a little more time with you. You're able to contact them and get appointments sooner. If you're not able to see me, it's something weird going on with the light. Something going weird with the light on the highway here. I'm not sure what it is. No, there I am. So yeah, I still say, are you happy with your doctor? I'm not unhappy. At this point, I'm not unhappy, right? I haven't been with this doctor long enough for her to get an attitude with me about asking too many questions or not agreeing with her with everything, right? I haven't been with her long enough for there to be any friction between us. So far, everything's really great, right? But what happened to the physicals where they actually put you on the treadmill and where you get on the treadmill to see how fast, you pass out or whatever the case may be? I don't know. Do you all have issues with your doctor that you don't know how to address? You don't know how to address them? Or does your doctor take time with you? I'm just curious to know, am I the only one having this issue with doctors? Right? And hey, look, no shade to sisters who are doctors. I love that there are black men and women and young men and women who are in that profession, right? I love that, and kudos to you. I'm not throwing shade at you all in any way, because I know not every doctor's the same. I'm just talking about the ones that I've encountered, right? I'm not throwing shade at any doctors. We need black doctors. We do it. We need black women who are doctors. We need you. So no shade to them. But can we just get a little more bedside manner? Can we get a little less corporate sponsorship or something? Can we get a little less wham bam thank you ma'ams? Can we get people who make us feel like they actually give a damn? Right? I don't know. Maybe nobody wants to handhold anymore, right? They think you should be able to do it all on your own, do what they tell you to do, and be done, right? Wrap it up in 15 minutes or less, like a pizza, right? And I guess as much money as doctors make, as much money as these insurance companies make, I just think I need a little more personalized service, and I don't think I should have to pay extra for personalized service. I think those boutique practices, they may do all of the things, right, that you wish your regular doctor would do, but you have to pay extra for that. You pay a lot extra for that, right? Boutique medicine costs money. It really does. And it shouldn't cost any more money than what you're already spending for your insurance and your doctor. It shouldn't cost any more money. Now, I've heard that doctors in other countries, I hear in particular Mexico, because I know a lot of us are looking to move abroad, and there are a lot of people that I know have been moving to Mexico. They say the doctors in Mexico treat you like family. It's like Olive Garden. They treat you like family. That's what I hear. I don't know how true it is, but that's what I hear. So I'm not going to stay on here much longer because I am on the highway. I'm not holding my camera though. It's a beautiful day here in Atlanta. So far I got a good, clean bill of health. I'll wait to see the report on the patient portal, right? They don't call you with results anymore. You got to go log on. You know, you have to be born with computer knowledge nowadays, right? So you have to go online and let the computer tell you what your health is. And I'll get all of the results of the blood test, the urine test, the this, the that. But in the meantime, if you are not satisfied with your doctor, shop around. Do it the same way you do groceries. Shop around and find a doctor that you can live with, right? That you can live with. Not a doctor that only wants to see you when you are unhealthy because they want to practice their skills in the operating room, right? Or practice, giving you medications to see which one works. Let's see if this one works. Well, maybe not that one. Take this one and see if that one works. Let's see. What about this one? Does this one work? Maybe this one will work. Get you a doctor that you can live with and want to see you live and be healthy and thrive, even as we age, right? Even as we age. So you all have a good day. Check out your doctors. Don't be satisfied. Don't think just because they're a doctor and they have a MD, don't think that they know everything, because you know your life and your lifestyle, and be honest with them about your life and your lifestyle, right? They don't know you. They don't know. Doctors only know what you tell them, right? They only know what you tell them, right? So don't trust that they're going to be able to assess you any more than you can assess yourself, right? You don't have a PhD, but you know your body, especially us sisters that's, up here in age. Nobody knows your body like you do, right? And don't ignore any signs. Don't ignore any potential warning signs, right? If you feel a lump, use that insurance. Go get it checked out, right? If you feel something that don't feel quite right, go get it checked out. So it's a beautiful day. I don't know if you can tell how sunny it is. I'm in my car riding down the highway. down 75, and it's so beautiful today. The sky is clear. I don't see a cloud in the sky. Right now the traffic's not so bad because it's the right time. It's about 11:30 in the morning. And drop me a line. Again, this is We Don't Retire, We Ascend. Check me out on Instagram at We Don't Retire, We Ascend. Check out my website, Spitting Out Bones. Check out my Substack newsletter. Subscribe, Spitting Out Bones. I'll put links at the bottom for all of those things. And talk to your doctors. Talk to your doctor, and comment below. Again, comment below and let me know what your experiences have been with your doctor. If you're satisfied, if you're looking for a doctor, if you have suggestions for, if you have good suggestions for any kind of medical, not procedures, but if you know of a good practice where you are, shout out your doctor in the city. Shout them out, because we're looking for the doctors who truly care about what it is they're doing, and they're not just in it for the money. Okay. Hit like, hit share, subscribe to the channel. Go back and check out some of my older videos. I know I haven't been around much, but I'm going to start posting again soon, posting more often soon. I have some footage from Trinidad and Tobago from my trip that I want to post, and I want you to see that, because I had a wonderful time. It was beautiful. As far as I'm concerned, that's the only doctor I need. It's a beach and sand and sun. I think that's the only doctor that I truly need. So yeah, hit like, hit share again, and I'll see y'all next time. Have a wonderful day. Thanks.